Hello, welcome in. How's everybody doing on this wonderful... It's actually a very overcast Sunday for me. The vibes are overcast vibes, but you know, we're alive and thriving. Hi, Hassan. Hello. Jojo, Isabel, Disney Dreamlight fan. Hello. Oh, no, I'm good. Momo, hi. Nina. Michaela, Rainbow, Candia, Angelica. Hello. Hi, Anthony. Hi, Joey. How's everybody doing today? I'm gonna run into one of the realms. Is this too quiet? No. I feel like I've had this feeling the past several streams. It's not. It's the normal volume. Yeah, I'm gonna run into one of the realms for this Cheshire Cat event. How are we feeling about this event? It's not my favorite, I have to say. But it's also not perhaps my least favorite. So pros and cons, pros and cons. You have a sunny, beautiful day there? Oh, that's nice. Listen, it's actually not really that bad. I don't mind an overcast day. I am kind of the opinion, though, that I would prefer a rainy day to an overcast day. The past couple days were quite stormy, somewhat thunderous. But it was kind of nice, actually. And today, it's like that minus the good parts, though, you know? You don't like the event, just just want the items. Yeah, I'm just doing what I can to get all the items. I'm doing okay though so far. Finished the Toy Story realm stuff. We're working on the Lion King realm stuff right now. And I might only have one memory piece left for the other thing. Okay. That should be number 6 for me. When I came in earlier today, I think there was only one that had spawned. Dolls for us, hello. Not enjoying the event at all. Oh no, you can't find the digging holes. Actually, someone gave me a pro tip on Friday in our member stream to look in furniture mode when it's dark. At least I think that was on Friday. And that's been really helpful, actually. I'm even going to do that right now as we speak. I'm going to pop into nighttime and look around in furniture mode. Hi, Archer. Hello. Oh, yeah. Happy Mother's Day to any moms out there. I hope you're having a fabulous day. I actually need to call my mom. I thought about it this morning. It's so inconvenient. I mean, I'm not so inconvenient that I'm not going to do something about it, but just complaining. My family, pretty much all of them live in Hawaii, which is like a 5 or 6 hour time difference, depending on the time of year. So between work schedules, sleeping schedules, all that kind of stuff, it makes it difficult for me to remember or find a time to call them. So I thought about it this morning, but I was like, I can't call my mom because it's in the middle of the night where she is right now. Not anymore, but it was at the time. You found the game I should play after Spirit Fair? My Little Puppy? No, thank you. Oh no. I don't know that I need that in my life. Where was this spot? Oh yes, right here. The event is all right, not really enjoying it. Yeah, I think it's okay. I wouldn't say I'm having a blast, but it's not a bad time. Most of the day today, though, we're going to be working on some friendship quests for Cheshire and Alice. I think it'll be great. Hopefully. I don't know. I wasn't lying in the title of the stream. Cheshire is already annoying me. Okay, I have one there. Any others in sunlit? No. Maybe I should try to go back to me. I usually just aggressively close my eyes when I'm coming out of furniture mode, but I know the zoom pan thing might make some people feel a little sick. It does that for me. Hi, Yana. Virtual Haley. Hello, hello. Okay, I think I only need one new memory. Work with me here. Ooh, okay, that's not bad. I think I checked a couple times on Friday, once yesterday, and then today. I know a lot of people were having some challenges finding all of the memory pieces, but we're done with that. Don't mind if I do. I don't have to dig. Wait. Oh, there it is. Oh no, I was clicking on it and it was not doing anything. That made me so nervous. We're done. I did not get the uncrafting station. I haven't done any friendship quests with Cheshire Cat yet. But we are gonna go grab him now, actually. Go grab my snippets in the Vale to level him up a teeny bit. And keep it moving. You're on the Lion King one, you have 7 or 8 of 20. Nice. Oh, this was my Dream Snap build that we did on Friday. Hey, Cheshire. Come with me, please.
Oh, you'll get it.
Hi, Nick. Hi, Silka. Hello. Tales of the Shire, July 29th. Wait, is that a recent date? I thought we knew that. Maybe not. I'm excited for Tales of the Shire, but I'm not getting too excited because it's been pushed back like 3 times now, maybe. If it's not pushed back again, I will be pleased. If it is, I will not be surprised. My heart just can't take being broken again, you know? You know what else should be coming at some point? I can't remember if it was meant to be the first half of the year or just sometime this year. I think Paralives should be coming out in early access, beta, whatever it is. You've been getting a lot of coins trying to find the pieces, Rebecca. Oh no. Yeah, I think I got pretty lucky. I didn't have too many coins in the event memory orbs. So I will take it. My biggest request right now for Dreamlight Valley is fixing Storybook Vale. It's so laggy. I never really want to be over here. You're only getting coins on the last one. Yeah. It really does feel like it's just... Please stop singing, Gaston. It really does feel like it's just chance. The Mirage one is confusing. The Mirage one is confusing. Oh, this one's not available yet. The Clean Your Room one is in Toy Story's realm. The Jungle Bungles is in the Lion King realm. The More Than a Mirage, I believe, is meant to be... I mean, I wouldn't really consider this a spoiler because it's in their blog post about the event. It's meant to be in the Aladdin realm, but it won't be available for a few more days or something. Oh no! All of these snippets on the ground right there. Goodness gracious. Will the Skull Rock update come at the same time as Storybook Vale? My guess is no, because we got the last... when we got the first Storybook Vale drop, it came at a different time to the free update. I imagine they'll be a week or a couple weeks apart. At least a week. But we don't know for sure. They haven't given us dates. I hate everyone singing. That's factually inaccurate. You listed 2 people. There are more than 2 people whose singing I hate, but everyone is not 2 people. The lag is unreal for you too, but also your Forgotten Lands is going the same way. Oh wait, don't say that to me. I don't think I've noticed that in the Forgotten Lands. I haven't noticed it anywhere in the Valley or on Eternity Isle. Only the Vale. So I'm hoping that it doesn't extend beyond that. That would be horrible. Chaos, hello, hello. You hate Eric playing the flute. Eric playing the flute is just like... It's not bad flute playing. He just always does it in places that I'm stuck. I feel like I always hear him do it in Scrooge's shop where I'm in a menu and I can't go away. Did I see Aurora's model for Speedstorm? You know, I don't know. I kind of feel like I might have, but with Speedstorm, I'm so hung up on the fact that, one second, I'm looking it up, that Honey Lemon is coming / here, that it makes me mad. Oh, I did see this. It doesn't make me mad. It just makes me need it in Dreamlight Valley. Yeah, she looks pretty good. Maleficent looks good too. I almost want to get Speedstorm again. Well, I mean, I have it. Actually, it might still be downloaded now that I think about it. I don't think I uninstalled it. I almost want to open it again, but at the same time, I know it's been so long and I won't be able to complete the event stuff. Because even when I had participated in every season and I had every racer at the time, it was still difficult sometimes to complete the events because you would have to have people at certain levels, and with the upgrade materials, it was just a lot. I think if I tried to do it now, I would get locked out of it almost immediately. Hi, Lucy. Exactly the same for you in a menu or filling a chest. He's there playing the flute. Yeah, like if you want to play the flute while I'm running past, Eric, that's fine. Don't corner me and force me to listen to your flute playing, though. That is disrespectful. Yeah, I know you knew I was Googling. Just if anybody, if anybody's new here, if the game sound stops for some reason, I'm probably Googling. I'm usually one of those needs to know person, like people, what? Needs to know persons. I'm a needs to know type of human, where if there's something that I'm not certain about and I'm thinking about, I need to look it up right away because I'll forget to do it later, and then I'll be thinking about the fact that there was something I needed to know and I won't be able to remember what it was. Hi, Weasley. Hello, hello. Let's see. Yeah, I have to have the answer. I can't live with that uncertainty. You know what I mean? You're on the cat's last quest. Not the cat. That's almost as bad as the rat. Okay. Last area here of snippets. I just want to do this while they're all full because it's a pretty solid source of XP for him. Did I watch the next to normal pro shot? Oh my goodness! Did I watch the next to normal pro shot? Yes, I did. Listen, I was so upset because every bit of promo that I saw for it was like, next to normal on PBS, May 9th at 9 p.m. So I was ready. I was like, I'm not doing anything Friday night. I'm gonna watch it. However, my local PBS station was not playing it at 9 p.m., which I found very disrespectful. And in fact, my local PBS station wasn't gonna play it until this afternoon. And I was so sad because I said, that's when I'm streaming. I don't know if I feel like it's such a moral conundrum for me. Do I stream? Do I stream? Or do I watch the next to normal pro shot? Next to normal is so important to me. It's so important to me. And I've never had the opportunity of seeing it live. Have I seen a slime tutorial? Maybe. Maybe I have, but I can't confirm nor deny. Listened to the soundtrack all the time, famously when I was going through undiagnosed mental illness and the newly diagnosed mental illness, and I was like, wow, I feel so seen and also so hopeful, and also so I didn't find the rest of these, did I? And oh, I didn't need to because I'm done with the memory. Anyway, long story short, I did watch the pro shot, even though it hadn't aired on my local channel yet. I was still able to watch it on the website on Saturday morning. I boo-hooed through the whole thing. It was beautiful. It was stunning. I loved it. Okay, everything has been taken care of that I can take care of currently. Look at Vanellope fishing down there. Would recommend, by the way. Definitely check out the content warnings. They list some at the start of the program if you want to like watch it on PBS or on their website. They'll list some of the content warnings, but it probably wouldn't hurt to just like look them up as well, because it's a very heavy show, but it's great. It's so good. I did find it kind of funny though, considering it's such a heavy show with some very interesting topics covered. Like, how do I explain this? They didn't shy away from any of the content of the show. However, they did censor some words in the show, like swears and stuff, which I thought was funny because if you ask me, a swear or two, especially the ones in the show, I would think are less egregious than some of the actual topics and like that are discussed in the show, but I don't run a television network, so that's really none of my business. Hi, Lily. Hello. In Alice's level 10 quest, did everyone have a big Alice and a small Alice in a teapot? I haven't done that quest yet. Where is... Oh, there you are, Cheshire. We're going to start your quest. If I can speak with you. There we go.
Turned around.
If you have questions for me, let me tell you the answers before you ask. Wait, what? Let's start furniture fluster. Why, hello, Tink. I was expecting an unexpected visitor. I've been busy undecorating, you see. Oh, dear. I need to know more, I guess. Then you really need to listen less. What? That one simply makes no sense. I feel like sometimes Cheshire Cat says stuff that is weird but makes sense. This makes no sense. The less I listen, the more I know. What? Can we skip the misdirection, please? If you insist, which direction shall we go instead? That's not what I mean. Do you mean you don't mean what you say? Arg! Can you please explain what you mean by undecorating? I worry you've caused more chaos around here. Well, I couldn't cause less, could I? The homes around here are made... Wait, the homes around here made too much sense, you see. They needed a little rearranging. What? Whose homes did you rearrange? If I had 3 wishes, I'd wish to answer you. Or perhaps you could visit the home of the diamond in the rough. Okay, I know who you're talking about. You do? Yes, me as well. Okay, once I figure out who you're talking about, I'll have to check their house and see what sort of undecorating you've done. So this is our pals, Aladdin and Jasmine, who I think I just recently relocated to the Glittering Dunes. Let's go see them. Here we go. Oh, hey. Ursula? Excuse me? Visit the house of the diamond in the rough. I shall go.
We need to talk.
Such a beautiful day.
Okay. Got some weirdness going on in here. Pink, am I ever glad to see you. Something really strange is going on in my house. Yeah, I'm not surprised. The Cheshire Cat said something about the houses in the valley making too much sense. Not sure I like the sound of that. I try not to overthink it too much. So what's going on in here? Some of our furniture has been replaced with all these strange new things. Yeah, these items definitely don't look like they fit in here. I wonder who they actually belong to. They look like Daisy stuff. No idea, but if I think of anyone, I'll let you know. Let me remove all the misplaced furniture from your house. Then I can go ask the Cheshire Cat a few more questions. Maybe I can get him to confess where this furniture came from.
Whoa!
Tink girl, you know the houses in this valley enough to know where this stuff goes. Collect. Oh, yes, you do. We got the paw prints. Cheshire. Cheshire. I might have to move his house back to the main valley. I'm gonna do that. Just in case he ends up constantly floating around. Or like going back home. Have we discussed today? I know we have not. The fact that I don't like the way they made Cheshire Cat. I wish he just operated more similarly to a normal villager. It's too inconvenient. Points for originality, but give us normal villagers, please. I think our character is more clueless than usual when talking to Cheshire. Fair. Our character is reaching Nikki levels in Infinity Nikki of, you know, what's a phrase? What's a word I could use? I don't know. She's struggling. Hi, Locked Beach Girl. Hello. Back already? I need to talk to you. Why are you moving people's things around? It's really mixing things up. I rather like to think I've improved it. Why? This valley is nothing at all like Wonderland. Ah, so you miss Wonderland. Now you're just trying to make the valley feel like home. I'm so glad we have an understanding. Barely. How splendid. You can't just move people's furniture from one house to the next, okay? I'm going to figure out who owns these purple cutesy pieces of furniture so I can return them. Can you just stay out of trouble, please? That's very good advice. Okay, I'll do it. Bring it to Daisy's. Do I need to talk to Daisy or do I need to bring it to Daisy's house? Why? Bring it to Daisy. I'm actually curious to see what the other people say, actually. Side quest. You like that you can find him at the tree, but hanging out with him and waiting for the extra drops is frustrating. I don't mind finding him at the tree if, like, every time you went to the tree, he was there. I still think it would be nice if he wandered around like all other villagers. I think someone mentioned that we never see him walk in the movie, which is fine. I don't need to see him walking, but he can apparate in random places. Just like he does when we're hanging out with him, he just apparates, right? So I think he should still be out and about around the valley. That would make the most sense. It would be the most interesting. And I feel like as a villager hanging out with us, he could still kind of appear and disappear, but it doesn't have to be so, like, delayed, I suppose. Am I able to move Tiana's to Storybook Vale? No, I don't think you can move any of the, like, establishments, like Daisy's or Tiana's, between maps, just like you can't move the different stalls between the different maps. Mirabelle, I found this furniture in Aladdin's house and I wanted to know if it belonged to you. Wait, why would my furniture be in Aladdin's house? It's a long story. Well, these things don't belong to me, sorry. Okay, well, I knew that. I just wanted to know if you were going to tell me anything interesting. Every now and then, seeing Mirabelle makes me want to watch Has-Been Hotel.
Cute little kid! Over here!
Because, old girl, what's her name? Is it Stephanie Beatrice that voices Mirabelle? She's also in, Has-Been Hotel. Hey, Vanellope, are these items yours? Nope, definitely not mine. Why? The Cheshire Cat put them in Aladdin's house, and now I need to find their owner. Based on their videos, I'm not really a cat person, but the more I hear about this Cheshire Cat, the more I like him.
Whatever, thanks, pal.
Okay. Oh, Cheshire, I saw you. Okay, where's Daisy? There she is. Has-Been Hotel mention. I really like Has-Been Hotel. It's like a theater kid's dream. A theater and Disney kid's dream, the two combined. But like dark, but that's fun. I don't know, I like it. Do we know when season 2 is coming out? Does that have a date yet? Daisy, I found these pieces of furniture in Aladdin's house. I think they might be yours. They do. That what? I think you meant to say they are. Thank you. Thank you so much, Tink. I was wondering where my things had disappeared to. I was just about to launch an investigation. No need to investigate. It was the Cheshire cat. I think he misses Wonderland. He wants to make the valley feel more like home by turning things a little topsy-turvy. Actually, that's rather sweet. I don't like the stream style. I'm going to change her out a bit, actually. Sure, in a Cheshire cat sort of way. Now that you mention it, this does explain a few other things, like my house being in disarray. I'd be happy to help you get everything sorted out. I'll meet you inside your house so I can have a look around.
This valley is just too adorable.
Maybe I'll leave her in it till the end of the update. I just don't really like it. Maybe it's the color. Something about it feels Fisher Price to me. No hate to Fisher Price, just in this case. No hate to, you know, a giant brand that makes children's toys. But in this context, I don't like it. It's giving like washed up Polly Pocket. It's giving wannabe like limited to kind of. I don't know. It doesn't sit well with my spirit. Daisy looks like a grandma in the garden. She doesn't even give grandma in a garden. Minnie gives grandma in a garden and it slays. Daisy is trying, but not quite getting there. Not Paula Pocket. Oh goodness, we got some stuff from Wally's, it looks like. Oh, for a second it delayed the counter. I thought it was broken. Nina, thank you for being a member for 6 months. I appreciate you. Ooh, milestone. Yay for milestones. Okay. Put Daisy's furniture back in their correct places. Do I have it in my pocket? I do. How does one? Okay. Oh, this is kind of cute. Yeah, it looks plastic-like. That's kind of where the Polly Pocket comes from, I think. Something about it feels like those little, like, I don't know what they were made of. They were like little silicone or rubber outfits that you just... All right, Cheshire.
What do you think those villains are really up
Oh,
to?
we put them where the things are. I see. Where the footprints are. Jelly shoes, but make it a hat? Well, yes.
Oh, it's you!
You need Minnie and others to stop disappearing when you're working on their quest. Oh no, yeah, that's another thing that needs a little bit of work. The character is disappearing from the map, or it telling you that they're in their house, but you go in their house and they're not there. Thank you so much, Tink. It just feels like home again. Close enough. Anytime, Daisy, I'm happy to help. But now I need to figure out who owns all these old rusted items. They don't look like they belong to Aladdin. Definitely not. Do you have any hunches? I thought you are the journalist and investigator, ma'am. See, I believe these things actually belong to Wally, but considering that's not an option, let's just say Merlin. He's the one I would... Well, of these three people, let's have a chat to Ursula. Perhaps Ursula found these at the bottom of the ocean? They do look quite beaten up and rusted.
Oh.
But would Ursula really want them in her lair? I'll need to do some thinking about this. I'm going to go figure out who owns these old rusted metal furniture pieces so I can return them.
This valley is just too adorable.
Okay. Time to find the robot. He should be over here even though his house isn't here if I need him for a quest. Sorry, I'm drinking some coffee. I have the most, I'll call it DIY, to be nice to myself. There's really a different word that I should be using. I have the most DIY coffee right now. Because once again, I'm out of creamer. It's very sad. So I had to whip up a whole, it's just a lot. It doesn't taste bad, but it's janky. Hello. I found this furniture in Daisy's house. I think it may belong to you. I'll take that as a yes. Let's go to your house so I can put them all back where they belong. Hey, Ursula, why are you waving suspiciously? That's my question. You have a Kit Kat latte? I've never heard of such a thing before, but I love Kit Kats. Do we as a society love Kit Kats? I feel like they could be my second favorite chocolate candy after Reese's. It's very possible. They're so simple, but they're so delicious. Although recently I did rediscover my love for Reese's. Are they called Reese's Sticks? I don't know. Reese's has too many different types of candy. That's actually one of my things that I think is weird about candy. When it's the same thing, like the same, it's not even brand necessarily, but we'll call it brand, right? But then they make like different types. So the Reese's, like there's like the cups, right? The classics. I need to get out of this room for a second. That music is a little much for me. Yeah, you got the classic like cups, right? But then you have like the sticks that are kind of the Kit Kats of Reese's. But then you also have like these bars that are like the Snickers of Reese's. And I feel like it's too much. You literally just finished the main storyline, had to restart, moved from PS5 to Steam Deck. When should you start Rift in Time? Ooh, I would say now is a good time to start it if you just finished the main story. But if you want to focus on Realms first, you can. Honestly, I do think it's nice to wait for the DLC until you finish the main story, even though you don't have to. But in terms of like friendship quests and realms and stuff, I feel like you can do them whenever with whatever DLCs. So usually I just recommend doing whatever is bringing you the most joy and excitement at that moment in time. Kit Kat dipped in hot cocoa feels like it would just be a wafer. I've never tried such a thing. You're welcome, Lolly. I'm glad you got your stuff back, but there doesn't appear to be anything out of place here. That means Aladdin's furniture is somewhere else. Don't worry, I can take care of this. I'll talk to the Cheshire Cat and see what he has to say. Oh, how convenient. Thanks, Cheshire. Reese's Nut Rages? Now what in the world? It's time to Google. What is that? That sounds so fake. I don't believe, like, I believe that what you're saying is a thing. I'm investigating. Okay. This looks like the Baby Ruth, or is that what they're called? I never ate them because I didn't think they were tasty. But y'all know the thing I'm talking about? It's like the that of Reese's. It looks like it's got some kind of weird thing in the middle. Some kind of caramel around the outside with peanuts and then covered in chocolate. What is that in the middle? I don't know. That's none of my business. All right, I've cleaned up this big mess you made, but I still don't know where Aladdin's furniture is. What did you do with it? If only I had the memory of a magpie, but alas, I'm a Cheshire Cat. Cheshire, I'm so done with you. Are Cheshire Cats... Wait, Cheshire Cats are forgetful? Forgetful, forgetless, it all depends on the day. What? I've forgotten. I gather you do not know what you did with Aladdin's furniture, or you just don't want to tell me. I guess I'll craft his furniture to replace what you lost. Just be sure to lose what you make before you find it this time. You are utterly confusing. Oh, thank you. He's so happy about that. All right. Yeah, thanks, Nala. I know you were complimenting me. Now's not the time. You've watched 6 Disney movies today? Which ones? I've watched 0 Disney movies today. I watched 1 reaction to Avatar: Way of Water, though, which was potentially my crying quotient for the day.
Whoa now.
Because that movie is just very sad. That being said, I am almost done with the book that I'm reading right now, and after I finish this book, I'm planning on picking up The Survivor Wants to Die at the End, which is the third Deathcast book that just came out like a few days ago or something. So depending on how far I get into that tonight, there might be a second round of tears. We'll see. There you go. It also made me think, now listen. I'm going to say something. One thing I will not have is any Halle Bailey hate, because she was perfect as Ariel. However, I do have a thing to say about the movie, The Little Mermaid live action. And that thing is, it was really sad watching the underwater scenes in The Little Mermaid after watching Avatar: Way of Water, because it came out after Way of Water, and the Way of Water just slayed the underwater scenes. They were so vibrant, they were so beautiful, they were so realistic. And then you see underwater scenes in The Little Mermaid, which, you know, Disney's Disney. They should have the ability to make these things beautiful. And they were just a little lackluster, I will say. A little bit lackluster, especially in comparison. But Halle was brilliant. Aladdin? Oh. Hey, buddy. Gotta say, I'm impressed. You found my missing furniture. Oh, about that? I hope you didn't have, any deep emotional attachment to any of this, because it's a duplicate now. I sort of had to remake it all. The Cheshire Cat lost all of your stuff, so I just crafted some new things for you. Whoa, that's incredible. Thanks, Tink. You're welcome.
No way.
That cat does seem to create trouble. Who just goes into someone's house and moves their things? You're right, of course. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go have a chat with the Cheshire Cat about all of this. You know that's not gonna go well, girl. Yeah, good luck.
There's something so peaceful.
Good luck.
Dramatic exit.
101 Dalmatians, Bambi, Mufasa, Raya, Lady and the Tramp, Oliver and Co. What did Raya just remember me? What? Remember? Oh my goodness. Remind me of something that I want to watch. Oh, I still want to watch all of the How to Train Your Dragon movies, because I've seen the first one and it's really good. And I think I've seen the second one, but I actually can't remember. I know for a fact I have not seen the third one. I want to watch the other two. The best Disney live action film is Cinderella. I would say I would have to think about best. I think Cinderella definitely did the best job of towing the line between being a like recreation but not a straight up remake. Like, I feel like they expanded the story in a way that made a lot of sense but also felt very true to the story. I mean, to be fair, I think all of the remakes that I've watched, at least as far as I can recall, feel true to the story, but I feel like a lot of them don't, like, to my taste, go far enough from the original story. Because, like, if I'm gonna watch a remake, it's gotta give me something different than the original. If it's just, like, frame for frame the original, why would I watch it, you know? And I think Cinderella did a really good job of adding a lot. In a way that felt good. This top is from the Moonstone bundle, this update cycle, Luca. Same with these sock shoe combos. I mean, I'm wearing green socks underneath them, but the little red leg warmery thing, boots. It's all from the Moonstone bundle. Okay, you and I need to have a talk. Oh? You can't move people's things around without their consent. I can't. Well, then I shan't, unless I can, of course. Well, it's not that you it's not that you can't, it's that you shouldn't. You cannot! People were very upset when they couldn't find their things. No one here truly understands my vision. Isn't that delightful? No, it's not delightful. It's not delightful, Cheshire. Oh, I disagree. Do we agree? Just please promise you'll try to behave. I give you my solemn word as a Cheshire cat. Listen, here's the thing. Lock him up. I say lock him up. The thing is, he could just teleport out. Lock him up on principle. I'm not sure that holds much weight. Yes, 'twas Brillig, I know. Brillig, Braylig, oofishness, and all that. Ooh, level 8. Okay. You know, I need a break from you. I've had enough of you. Actually, you're still hanging out with me. I'm not talking to you right now. We might have to do some Alice quests, but for now, we will at least go grab some more snippets, level you up a little bit. Hi, Adriana. Hello, hello. Ignis, hi. When do we think the roadmap is coming? If I had to guess, I would say June. Early June, perhaps. I don't know for sure. That would be my guess. Based on nothing but gut feeling. He should not be locked up, but the rat should? Wait, what? Okay, we all know I'm a little bit of a Remy hater. I don't think Remy needs to be locked up. But Cheshire Cat committing actual crimes, I would say he should be. Once you're done with Cheshire's quest, he'll be banished somewhere so you don't have to see him. I mean, I guess that's the one good thing about him being stuck at his tree. I don't mind seeing him. I just don't want to have to talk to him. It's too much. It's cute in tiny doses. And then I'm just like, you know what, dude? You win. It's kind of like when you get into a logical argument with a child and you're trying to hit them with facts and their response is either, it's always one of two things. No, it's always one of three things. It's either why, nuh-uh, or I don't want to. And it's like, okay, but but I'm trying to explain to you and it does not matter. There's no winning. Pink fighting with kids. Listen, my youngest brother is so much younger than me. And for the past handful of years or so, he spent about a month to 2 months living with me and my partner in the summer. He's finally getting to the age where, like, you can reason with him, but for a while there, it was just a lot. It's like, dude, you're telling me you don't want to eat spaghetti for dinner and that you'd rather just starve, but you love spaghetti, and what's the problem? Like, you can't tell me what the problem is. You just are, like, crying because you don't want spaghetti. Like, explain this to me, sir. Your niece is like that. It's always, but why, but why? Yeah. I feel like it's a very specific age for kids. And I understand, you know, psychologically and in terms of just general growth, they're trying to make sense of the world. It's a good thing that they ask why, but when you're just trying to get something done, trying to get them to work with you, it's a lot. Tink, I've pondered all the ways to fix my furniture mix-up. The best way I've determined is the left way, which, of course, is only right. The Cheshire Cat. P.S. How does a cat write without hands? The answer to this one might give you pause. Okay. You got Cheshire to level 10 yesterday and he was indeed very annoying the whole time. Oh no. It's alright. He'll give us some cool stuff, I guess. How are people feeling about the uncrafting station if you've unlocked it? I don't watch a whole lot of DDV content anymore. Not super regularly. But I think yesterday, perhaps, I was watching Oscar's video about Dreamlight and the uncrafting station, and it was an interesting discussion. You saw that someone had so many gems by the Cheshire Cat tree because he drops it by his tree. Wait, he drops gems by the tree if you're mining with him? That's weird. I mean, I have him as a snippet catcher, but he drops the snippets next to me. I mean, well, not always next to me, but where I was, at least. You feel like the uncrafting station cost, or should cost coins and not Dreamlight, but it's nice. I don't really have a preference because I don't really think I'm going to use the uncrafting station that much. I understand why, like, I definitely understand arguments people make for saying Dreamlight is too grindy and things should not cost Dreamlight as much as they do. And at the same time, I think I have an idea as to why things cost Dreamlight and not star coins. And I understand that argument as well. Like, I think it's because for the most part, star coins are kind of a passive income. Like, yeah, you can go and actively mine and sell stuff, but I feel like the reality of the situation is that a lot of people that I've talked to in Dreamlight Valley primarily get their money through gardening, primarily pumpkins. And pumpkins are, for the most part, a fairly passive form of income. You plant, it takes you a handful of minutes, depending on how big your garden is, and then you're off the game. And you come and harvest, and it's a handful of minutes, depending on how big your farm is. So it's like the amount of actual engagement to get the currency is fairly low. And Dreamlight is a high engagement currency. Like, for the most part, you have to be actively playing the game to get it. And a lot of game companies and their shareholders put a fair amount of value in daily play, but also like time played. So I guess they just want people to be using like a high engagement currency over a low engagement currency. You've seen content on it, looks expensive. I think the other thing though, I mean, I haven't used it very much. I know if you're trying to uncraft large amounts of stuff, it adds up. What is it like? I mean, I don't know for sure. What I saw was like 50 Dreamlight for one thing or something like that, which will add up if you're trying to uncraft a lot of stuff. But I think also compared to the amount of time that you would spend grinding that amount of Dreamlight, because you can get like 10,000 plus Dreamlight in an hour. So depending on what you're uncrafting, like how long would it take you to grind those resources in game versus the Dreamlight, it's probably less time to grind the Dreamlight. So I don't know. I might have more of a solid opinion on it when I get the uncrafting station. My sort of quasi uninformed opinion is I can sort of see why they want to do it. Dreamlight versus star coins. I don't really care much as someone who doesn't actively have like a lot of Dreamlight right now. I go through periods where sometimes I do, but I think having an option to uncraft or other things that were being discussed was like the slow cooker using Dreamlight. Having the option to use a slow cooker instead of cooking yourself is nice. You don't have to do it. The options there. It's kind of like, where do you want to invest your time? Do you want to invest your time in cooking? Do you want to invest your time in grinding Dreamlight? Do you want to invest your time in gathering materials? Do you want to invest your time in gathering Dreamlight? And it's not necessarily meant to be, I guess, from the developer's perspective, it's not necessarily meant to be something that actively saves your time, just a way to kind of reallocate your time in the game. So I don't know. You don't think you'll use it that often? Yeah, I mean, I don't really, like, the only way I would really use it probably is to uncraft a couple of things here and there, like maybe some of the DJ booths that we had to craft back in the day for star paths, or maybe a couple balloon arches, but I feel like it doesn't hurt me to have the stuff in my inventory. If I want to uncraft it, I don't know. We'll see. Once I get my hands on it, I'll see how much I actually use it. Okay. Yes. The rest of these, actually, it might be smart for me to not sell these. It's only recently that I started getting a little bit of overflow with some of the snippets. I might actually convert these into storybook magic. I think I can do that. You watched a streamer today who talked about the grind debate in games, talked about most people instant rewards instead of enjoying the grind of the game. And there are like different, like, I don't think that's a bad thing at all. Like, some people like a grindy game, some people don't like a grindy game. I would say for things that I've played, Dreamlight Valley is somewhat mid-level grind. It's definitely not the grindiest game that I've played. It's not the least grindy game that I've played. And there's nothing wrong with not wanting a grindy game. And there's not necessarily anything wrong with a game being grindy, depending on the way that it is. I do think it would be nice to have more things to spend star coins on. Because sometimes I just have a bunch of them. I think it was the pink demons that I had a bunch of. Wait, what? Oh no! This is horrendous. Why did I just craft those? Whatever, it's fine. I'm distracted, that's why. I meant to make storybook magic. Kind of the exact opposite of what I just did. Okay, well now I have even more of these. Hi Chrissy, how are you? It's like with Dreamlight Valley, making the star path and events take more time because of time locks. Understand it and try to enjoy it instead of sprinting to get it done. I think the other thing about some of the changes in game, not all of them, like I don't think this necessary, well it might though, I can't guarantee because this was a while ago, but in terms of the star path, I remember they specifically had questions on multiple surveys about how people felt about the grindiness of the star path and how long it took to complete the star path. And it was after that I think it's the purple ones. that the star paths started getting a bit more grindy and the star paths ended up having the bonus rewards. So with something like that, I feel like that change is probably community driven, and it might be something that people, after having a grindier star path, they could maybe not like it as much as they anticipated, or maybe they weren't the people who said on the survey that they wanted grindier star paths. But I feel like back in the day, not this recent survey, maybe the one from the year before, but maybe even the one from the year before, they were asking about the different currencies. And I remember on the Discord, back when I was on the Discord, people had been saying they did want more things to spend their Dreamlight on. So maybe that's where some of these things came from eventually. And maybe it's just moving too far in that direction, so we could see things swinging back a little bit, but...
How's it going?
It could just be an overcorrection sort of issue.
Oh.
Okay. You've also heard people say that about Dreamlight. Yeah, I feel like maybe now, May of 2025, fewer people have that opinion because we got all of the floating islands that required a lot of Dreamlight. We have the slow cooker now that if you want to use that, that gives Dreamlight. The Uncrafter gives or uses Dreamlight. There might be one, upgrading chests, that kind of thing. But back in the day, people were saying, I have too much Dreamlight. I wish we had something to use it on. I do specifically remember that. Feelings may have changed now, and maybe development has just not reflected that yet, but hopefully it will at some point. Thanks for the sip reminder, Lucy. What are you two chatting about? Okay, I'm going to find Alice. Oh, her house isn't here anymore. Okay. Are you at one of the stores? No. You probably are purple because I think you have a quest for me. Would we call this purple or pink? Actually, this might be more pink if I had to choose. I don't know. Kind of right smack dab in the middle. You see it as purple? My instinct is usually to call it purple, but it might be a little bit more pink. After doing the stream snap, I'm really excited to do some Alice in Wonderland builds, but...
I beg your pardon.
Oh, I got this table today. I have to pull it out.
My, that was quick.
Fractured glass. White Tink, do you know what a wonderful day it is today? I don't. Tell me about it. Well, everything is simply marvelous today. The animals are being their usual wonderful selves. Remy has some delicious dishes. Oh, and the funniest thing happened. Olaf dropped his book of trivia in the mud. Wait, why is that funny? That's funny? Yes, I found it quite amusing. This doesn't feel like you, Alice. Has something changed? Not at all. Oh, wait. I have been learning quite a lot from the adults here.
Really?
Mother Gothel and Mr. McDuck are so wise. Maybe I should follow up with them.
Oh dear. I hope I'm not late for anything.
Okay, maybe you should hang out with me, girly girl. Wait, this quest made you cry? That's not great. Mother Gothel's still on my list. I haven't forgiven her for, what was it? For, oh yeah, all that stuff with the forgetting. Mother Gothel, Scar, on my list. You're uncrafting all of your large chests and using the Aladdin large chest, getting all the Dreamlight back. Oh, nice. That's actually clever.
A minute of your time?
Scrooge, may I speak with you, please?
Oh, greetings, neighbor.
Hey, Mr. McDuck, can we have a quick little chat? Why, of course, Ting. Are you looking for a special piece of clothing or some fine furniture? Not exactly. It's about Alice. Suffering Scots, that child was rushing about my shop not long ago. I was just about... Never mind. We carry on. Was she acting strange to you? No stranger than any other misbehaving bairn.
Uh-huh.
You'd think I'd be used to such shenanigans from my great nephews, but a mess is a mess. Did you say anything to her? I was quite cross with her and told her to stop being so silly. So now I fear I was too harsh. She said she was going back home, and then I spent my afternoon ironing out wrinkles. How curious. I'd better keep investigating. Thanks, Mr. McDuck. Oh, I need to go into a house. I forgot. I think maybe this house has a lot of open rooms.
Why, I couldn't have created.
Yeah, if you uncraft something that you used Dreamlight to craft, you get Dreamlight back, like whatever the balance is after you spend some to uncraft it, I believe. The things I got. Oh, I got this. Now what? She's broken. Okay, and I got this. Will it show up out of... No, never mind. Well, okay. That's fun. I got... Yeah, that, that even... Torn purple drapery that is glitchy. That's cool. Okay, well, let me just reset this room and hopefully that'll put the stuff back in here. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Mother Gothel. Oh, there you are. A word.
Oh, hello.
After this,
dear.
I should go back to the realm and see if there are more pop-ins there. Hey, Mother Gothel, can I ask you a little question? You just did, dear. Now scurry off. Oh, I'm just teasing. Ask away. Okay, it's about Alice. I heard you two spoke recently. Did anything seem off about her? Oh, I didn't realize there was a time component to the uncrafting table. Interesting. Not at all. In fact, I'd say she's finally learned not to take things too seriously. Not too long ago, the child was pouting, something about my being mean and scolding her for getting her dress dirty in the glade. But we spoke recently and she was as happy as a clam. In fact, Rapunzel could learn a thing or two from her. Do you know what she was happy about? Isn't it obvious? She finally figured out that I'm the perfect mentor for a young lady. You don't think the situation is more complicated? Hardly, it's quite simple. I'm as wise as I am beautiful, and Alice now recognizes that. Strange. Well, thank you for answering my questions.
Mother knows best.
Uh-huh. Gothel always makes me so angry. She's a lot sometimes. She's quite a lot. All right, Olaf? Oh, there you are, bud. I'm still requesting the Olaf Presents outfits as dream styles, specifically Olaf as Ariel. I think that would be fabulous. Hey, Olaf, got a second? Oh, yes, I suppose. Is something wrong? You could say that. I was going to spend some time with Alice. So I went to meet her at her house. She came outside just as I was running towards her to share some of the fun pictures in my trivia book. But I tripped and my book fell into the mud. Most of the pages and all the pictures got completely splattered. Oh no! Olaf, how did Alice react?
Huh?
She laughed. She told me to stop being sad, that there was nothing to feel sad about. I tried to explain that now I couldn't show her the nice pictures, but she just laughed again and said she was happy anyway and that I should feel happy too. Okay, that's very strange. I'm going to keep investigating this. And Olaf, I'm really sorry about your trivia book. Maybe try talking to Merlin. He might be able to magic out all of that mud. Oh, that's a good idea. Thanks, Tink.
Oh, I'm so glad you're my friend.
Baron is a Scottish term for a child. I did know that. Did I only know that because of Outlander? I actually don't know. My instinct is probably not. I feel like I probably ended up reading some Scottish literature in middle school, but I do recall seeing it in Outlander back in the day. The book, not the show. Although maybe it was in the show as well, I don't know. Oh, back into Alice's house, okay. Outlander is an epic show. I've only watched the first season. I have some of the books. I read the first book and part of the second one. I am usually a book before show or movie person. I kind of would like to keep watching the show, but the books are giant. They're so big. It's a pretty large commitment. Search for anything that could explain Alice's strange behavior. Where's the hex? Hex, hex, hex. No, I'm not sitting on the bed. Hi, Kitty. Hello, hello. Your grandmother read them, you think? I didn't realize until just recently when I don't remember what I was doing or why I looked this up. I was on Goodreads, though. Looking at... Oh! Whoa! What the heck? I didn't realize what was going on there. Look at Alice. I was on Goodreads looking at the Outlander book. I don't know. I might have been trying to throw it into my reading journal or something. Most of them are written in the 90s or published in the 90s. I did not know that.
Did you forget something?
Oh my, Alice, is that you? You're so tiny and there are two of you. Who is this? Yes, it is me. Why are you in a teapot? Well, I suppose it seemed like the right place to be sad. Oh, fair. I'm so sorry, Alice. I don't understand. What happened? Why are you so sad? Why are there two of you? Not sad, Alice. Sad, Alice. I'm sorry. I'm just not feeling up to answering your questions today. I'd like to be alone in my teapot now. Hold on, Alice. I'll figure out a way to cheer you up.
So nice chatting.
Was she separated into sad Alice and happy Alice? Happy Alice? Did this always say happy Alice? Hey Alice. Oh wait, no, it just says Alice. Hello, Tink. Isn't that tiny and sad Alice amusing? No. I need to ask you some questions.
Brilliant.
Oh, I do hope they're fun and exciting questions. Do you know why there are two of you now? What do you remember? Well, after I left Mr. McDuck's shop, I felt sad and I didn't want to feel sad anymore, so now I feel happy. Can you help me cheer the other Alice up? That's not the question we need to be asking, girl. No, I don't want to. I just want to be happy and not think about sad people. Oh! Now... She might not mean to be saying a word. But she's saying a word about some stuff. Okay, how about this? If I wanted to make you really happy, what would do it? I do love ice cream. That always makes me happy. Especially when there's lots and lots of it, okay? I can do ice cream. Talking about Outlander, you read the books a long time ago. Love them, don't like the series. Yeah, I read, the first book. And I liked the first season of the show. I think I read and watched them kind of close together. Maybe back when the first season kind of came out. Ice cream does sound pretty good right now. I feel like, what sounds like it would be good right now? Also, what's everyone's go-to ice cream flavor? My go-to ice cream flavor is Moose Tracks. But interestingly, apart from Moose Tracks, I love coconut ice cream and I love pistachio ice cream. They're so tasty. Coffee Oreo, oh my goodness. Cookies, like a cookies and cream kind of thing. That's good too. Fish food or salted caramel? I forget what's in fish food ice cream. No, not berry salad. That's not what I want to do. Raspberry Ripple. Ooh, that sounds good. I'm not a huge fan of like fruit-y ice creams usually, even though I did just say I love coconut ice cream. Is coconut a fruit? Coconut's a berry, right? Or something like that? I don't know. Google. I'm talking to the computer. I don't have a Google device. Yeah, coconut is a fruit. Oh, okay. Head back inside Alice's house. Oh, Moose Tracks. It's like a vanilla ice cream that has miniature peanut butter cups in it and like miniature peanut butter cups and kind of like fudge drizzle kind of thing in it. It's really yummy. Place the ice cream in front of the teapot. How are the three ice cream cones?
Something?
Alice, I have some ice cream for you. Would you like to try it? Oh, it's far too much. I'll never have room in my stomach for all that. Sniff, sniff. And I do love ice cream, so just take like one lick of each cone or something. I don't know. Just try a bite. I promise you'll like it. How far did we get with the AHA donos? Oh yeah, we've wrapped up the AHA, American Heart Association, charity campaign that we were doing last week, and we ended up raising just under $800, which is absolutely phenomenal. So thank you all for hanging out for those streams and for donating if you did. That's such a large amount of money. It means so much to me. Really, the AHA has been a big part of my personal and professional career, and I think they do amazing stuff. And the things we unlocked as milestones as part of that campaign, I'll be updating you all on. We're gonna have a virtual slumber party. It's gonna be amazing. Y'all can pick a new game for me to play on stream, and we're gonna have a book club, mostly over on the Discord server, but we'll do some sprints on YouTube and it'll be fun. Alice, you got bigger. You're slightly less tiny, girl. Oh, I suppose I did, but I'm afraid that I'm still sad. Yes, and no amount of ice cream will ever change that, Tink. You know, that's so real, girl. I'm sorry. Can you tell me why you're sad now and why you're small? Well, it started when I was in Mr. McDuck's shop trying on some of the clothing. I was having, what's the word for it? When you do something and it makes you feel not sad. Fun? Oh yes, that was it. I was playing and Mr. McDuck became quite cross with me. He said that I'd wrinkled all the fabric by leaving it in a pile. I tried to explain myself, but he told me that I had to stop being so silly if I were to continue to visit his shop. Then when I left, the magical kaleidoscope, which you helped me find, began to glow. I looked through it and... sigh. The kaleidoscope did this. It appears so. The next thing I knew, I was facing an Alice who looked like the happiest girl in the world. But I still felt sad, so I looked through the kaleidoscope again and began to turn it. With each turn, I felt myself getting smaller and smaller. Eventually, I felt small enough for how sad I felt. Ooh. I wonder if the kaleidoscope has anything to do with those mementos that Merlin was talking about. Mementos? Wait a minute. The mementos that Merlin was talking about, is that like from back with Jasmine? Didn't we find one or something? Is that what we're thinking potentially is going to have something to do with the Skull Rock update, or is that something else that I'm thinking of? I was going to live in the teapot forever, but now I'm too big to go back inside. Don't worry, we'll figure this out. I'll figure this out. That's all right. I wouldn't want to make you sad as well. This all started with Mr. McDuck, so I think he and I need to have a little chat. Every time she says have a little chat like that, it feels like a threat. I believe the other Alice might be there as well. She said I was boring. Uh-oh. That's not very nice, other Alice. Oh, that is what I was thinking of. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. I'm excited to see what comes of those mementos. Loving the outfit the character is wearing. Thank you. Yeah, I feel like I've been wearing the socks that came with the Moonstone pack outfit so much, and I haven't really worn the other pieces, so I wanted to rock the shirt and the shoes. You think it will lead to the next story quest while you're hoping? Yeah, I'm so excited. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I can't wait to see what comes of that summer update. I love Peter Pan, the movie. I am super excited about Skull Rock, and the fact that it says something about ancient mysteries or something gives me so much ancient civilization Atlantis hope, and I need us to kick off a storyline that's bringing us to Atlantis and bringing Milo and Kita into the game. Cause what, not just for my love, sorry, I'm happy ranting. Well, not happy ranting, anticipation ranting. Not just because I love Atlantis and also Milo and Kita, but also because the ancient civilization has been such a big part of Dreamlight Valley since literally day one of early access. And there are so many mysteries that are still unsolved. Like, what is going on? I need to know. I need to know.
Hey, you never know what you can
Hi,
do.
Sarah. Hello, hello. Hey, Mr. McDuck. We need to talk about... Ah, there you are, Tink. Alice is running about again. Help me, quick. No, hee. Your angry face is so funny, Mr. McDuck. We need to talk about the Alice situation. You never saw Atlantis? Listen. Do yourself a favor. It's a near perfect film. Also, if you are a Dreamlight Valley player, I cannot emphasize enough how much your experience will be enhanced by watching Atlantis. Even if, for some reason, somehow, you don't like it, I wouldn't understand. But if you don't like it, even having watched a movie that you don't like, the context of Atlantis in Dreamlight Valley is so much, it'll make you appreciate Dreamlight Valley more. I agree. The child's a menace. Look what she's done to my shop. Why, it's not a shop. This is the Wonderland Museum, and I'm an explorer. Okay, Alice. Oh, how creative. Creative? She's making a mess of everything, and now I'm late with my inventory count. Okay, well, this is kind of your fault, so my fault? That's preposterous. Preposterous is quite a funny word. You're preposterous, Mr. McDuck. This is what we need to talk about, the whole Alice situation. So many things, like, are we okay? We fell asleep and now we're here, but, like, are we okay? I mean, I feel like we're fine. You hadn't seen Atlantis in years, so you watched it again a few weeks back. Still as good as you remembered. It's so good. I will never forget. Well, here's the thing. Actually, who knows where we would be today if that had been a successful era. However, I thoroughly side-eye everyone who prevented that era of Disney from being successful. Primarily the Atlantis Treasure Planet combo. Because Disney was really trying something, and in my mind, they were onto something, and everyone, like, wasn't vibing with it, I guess. So that's when everything sort of dramatically slowed down for Disney, and then eventually we got, like, up to the Princess and the Frog range, and then Tangled, and then Tangled really kind of set the scene for what Disney is today. What do I think of the second Atlantis movie? We don't talk about it. We don't talk about it. Plants and Paper, I hope you love it. But even if you don't, I think you will appreciate the Dreamlight Valley tie-ins. Black Cauldron was also good, but that was earlier. Yeah, Atlantis, The Lost Empire. The second Atlantis movie was meant to be like a TV show, and then they took like some of the episodes and just kind of like slammed them together into a movie. It's not the same quality. The art's not the same quality, the story's not the same quality. Like, it's just going from such high highs to like, it's just a little sad to me. This is what we need to talk about, the whole Alice situation. I won't have time to talk until my shop is put right. Okay, I'll deal with that. But then we need to have a proper conversation.
I hope my time here brings honor to my family.
Flute playing Eric, you're playing at the same time, and you freaked when you heard it because you're in your house. You're like, how did Eric get in my house? You love Black Cauldron, you want Princess Ilanwi so bad. So do I. Princess Ilanwi is my delusional want for, well, Princess Ilanwi and the Sanderson sisters, I would say, are somewhat equally delusional desires for Dreamlight Valley, but I want both of them. Well, I mean, all four of them, because, but you know what I mean. Black Cauldron was one of those movies that terrified me when I was a kid, but I also loved it. I loved it so much.
I suppose everyone's been telling you that
And it was really confusing. It got to the point where I would just watch up to a certain point and then I'd turn it off. I'm like, okay, that's the end of the movie before we get to the scary parts. I know she was in Magic Kingdoms, and so are the Sanderson sisters, so I'm hoping that we get it. Yeah, Toonie, there's an Atlantis too. It's on Disney Plus. Or at least it was recently. I don't know why they would take it off.
Greetings, neighbor.
Ah, that's much better. Now, what was this nonsense about this being my fault? Yeah, so about that, it kinda is your fault. That just makes me think of Your Fault, the song from Into the Woods, which makes me think of the little kid. I forget his name, even though we looked this up somewhat recently, who was Jack in that, and who was also Lil Gavroche in Les Mis. Such a cutie pie. Alice has this magical kaleidoscope. We weren't sure what it did, but is it Daniel Huddlestone, maybe? Something like that. I don't know. Props to that kid. Shout out to that kid. We weren't sure what it did, but when you told her to stop being so silly, it activated. And what exactly did the kaleidoscope do? It split her into two Alices. You've been dealing with the happy Alice recently, and back at her house, there's a sad Alice just moping around. Oh, I had no idea. I feel terrible now. I should have been more understanding of the last. She is a kid, you know. Yeah, you gotta keep that in mind. She's just a kid. Sometimes I get too focused on the shop and forget my manners. Well, sad Alice is still feeling rather small, literally. If you could try to cheer her up and let her know that it's okay to be silly sometimes, I'm sure that would mean the world to her. I'll do it right away, but what will you do about the two Alices? I'll probably talk to Merlin. I'm not sure. I think I'll go talk to Merlin. Maybe he can give me some advice about how these magical items work. Could you meet me at Alice's house after I speak with Merlin? Of course, I'll compose my apology along the way. Okay, Spruce.
Goodbye now.
So much easier to level Alice and Cheshire Cat. I don't know if it's easier for them specifically. I feel like it's felt easy to me, but I don't know whether it's because of the snippet catching situation that I have set up or whether it's a change in the leveling. I will do that. I'm gonna take a break and actually go check this realm first for Little Prince. Wait, didn't I do that recently? I'm doing it again. No, I did it at the start of stream. What if we get a DLC with the oldies, like Treasure Planet? Oh, oldies but goodies. I mean, we could, but I cannot stress enough. Treasure Planet and Black Cauldron were different Disney eras. But I do like both of them. But I don't actually, here's the thing. I don't think they would do both of those things together. Because as great as I think they both are individually, I feel like the fact remains that they're not big selling points. So I feel like if you put things like Black Cauldron and Treasure Planet that are more kind of specific interests within Disney together, it would decrease the marketability of the DLC. So I don't think they would put them together. Yeah, I feel like in the grand scheme of Disney, Treasure Planet is not really old. It came out in like 2000 or something. I feel like Black Cauldron was what, the 80s? I actually don't know. I feel like they were definitely a good 2 decades apart. Maybe that's not factual. Black Cauldron came out in 85. Treasure Planet came out in 2002. Yeah, they're like a good 2 decades apart. Nearly. Isn't the Black Cauldron the movie where it scared the kids? Probably. It's scary. That being said, though, a lot of Disney movies are scary. A lot of family movies are scary. Wizard of Oz, that's terrifying. And I feel like that was a yearly watch for kids from the 50s onwards. Merlin, where you at, my man? If you stand still during a quest when you're meant to speak to someone, they'll come to you. Wait, really?
Hello.
Return to Oz is really scary. I never saw Return to Oz. I mean, I may have when I was quite small. If I did, I don't remember it. Like, I don't have any memory of seeing Return to Oz. Hey, Merlin, I need some advice if you have a moment. Of course. What seems to be the trouble, Tink? It's about Alice. We found this magical kaleidoscope a while back. Recently, she was told to stop being silly and it activated. Now we have 2 Alices running about. Well, that certainly could prove troublesome. Are they 2 exact copies? More or less. Not exactly. One is super happy, like obnoxiously so. It seems like she's only happy and has no empathy for when others feel sad. The other one is extremely sad to the point that she shrank herself down and hid away. Oh dear, that is a problem. Any ideas how to put them back together? Now let me think. You need to return sad Alice to her proper size and then combine the 2 back into one. Exactly.
Extraordinary.
Luckily, I've been studying the scattered lore in my library and I have a theory. If you can resolve the problem that made her sad in the first place, you should have a good chance of getting the 2 Alices to reunite. Now, as a first step, I'd suggest bringing sad Alice a gift, something cheerful to get her in the right mindset to listen to others. I think I know just the thing. Who doesn't feel better when you bring them flowers? I mean, considering Alice frequently shrinks when she smells flowers in the valley, that doesn't feel like the smartest idea, but I'll go with it. While I work on that, could you talk to Mother Gothel, Olaf, and Happy Alice and ask them to meet me at Alice's house? Of course. Good luck, Tink. All right.
Well, run along.
Flowers. Blue flowers, red flowers, yellow flowers. Finally let you purchase a seasonal Mega Moonstone pack. Oh, nice. Nice. Blue flowers, yellow flowers, red flowers, or something like that. Oh, those were orange. My bad. Yellow flowers. Okay. Here we go. Dandelions.
Anyone fancy an archery contest? Or we can climb a
Let's go. Oh, these are daisies, but I'll still take them. Okay. To Alice's house we go. I should move her house back. Oh, I thought that was chanting for a second. I was very confused. No, this isn't where I wanted to be. Forgotten Land Island. Blue flower, red thorns, listen. I know that's from Shrek, but only because I feel like Kitty always quotes that and reminds me that it's from Shrek. Last, maybe have a little chat. Oh, hello, Mr. McDuck. I'm so sorry about ruining your shop. It was horrid of me to do. Oh no, my dear, the fault is all mine. I overreacted. Sometimes adults should think like children a wee bit more and appreciate that being silly is a joy.
Huh.
Joy? I think I remember that. Oh. Now then, Alice, you're always welcome to play in my shop. Just ask first, and I'm sure we can find a space for you to have fun. Oh, all right. Alice, we all came to cheer you up. Oh, Olaf is so cute. Oh, I thought you came to be sad with me about your trivia book. Well, I was sad, but then I talked to my friends and they helped me. Merlin even fixed my book. Now I'm happy again. Friends are very good for that.
Oh dear.
The other Alice is the happy one, not me. Okay, not okay. But Tink said that if we can cheer you up a little, maybe the two Alices can become one again. So I'm going to sit here and be your friend in a very cheery way. Oh. Alice, Tink wanted me to come here and tell you to try and reconnect with your other self. Well, I say, don't do it.
Brilliant.
That's so funny. Why not? Tink just wants you to be able to be sad for other people, which is utterly ridiculous. Fabulous ladies like us needn't worry about others' feelings. Hehe, you, a fabulous lady? Oh, that's the funniest thing I've ever heard. Ooh, girl. I'm beginning to see Tink's point. Not the read. Here you go, Alice. Eh? Oh, I see. Give. Have it.
Hello.
Alice, we have a little gift for you. I hope it cheers you up a bit. Oh, flowers. I suppose they are lovely. Let's see. We all feel sad sometimes, Alice. We're your friends, so it's our job to listen to you and help you feel better. But Mr. McDuck said I was too silly. He took it back, though, girl. Mr. McDuck regrets what he said, honestly. Yes, he said that, but sometimes adults don't say what they mean. Sometimes it feels like being an adult is just being a kid in a grown-up body. Well, ain't that the truth? Being a good grown-up means knowing when to be silly and when to be serious, but you're just a kid. You don't have to get that right quite yet. We all just want the old Alice back. Ooh. I feel like that's not a very helpful thing to say to somebody. If you are dealing with somebody in your life going through something, maybe don't tell them we just want the old them back. The sometimes silly, sometimes serious, and almost always compassionate Alice who we love. Oh, I feel something happening.
I'm listening.
I'm my proper size again. Yes, you are. And now there's one last talk I think you should have with your happy self.
I do hope we can speak again soon.
Hello, Alice. I feel so sad. Do you only feel happy? Yes, it was fun at first, but no one wants to have adventures with me or be silly. I thought being sad was the right thing to be, but everyone seems to want me to feel better.
Oh dear.
I thought being happy all the time would be wonderful, but without friends, it's rather lonely.
Oh.
Maybe it would be better if we were back together. Perhaps being sad sometimes is all right. This is feeling very Parent Trap to me.
Curious.
And or, what's that movie with the creepy twins? And what's the point of being happy if you can't be happy with your friends? Something about the two of them I didn't like very much.
Hello.
Alice, there's just one of you again.
Oh.
Yes, and I feel happy about that. But I also feel sad for how I treated Olaf. Sounds like you're back to normal. I'm glad you feel like yourself again. Let's see. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Actually, I'm glad too. Great. So what's next for you? Well, I'm going to appreciate these lovely flowers you brought me. And then I want to spend time with Olaf and do fun things with him. Well, I'll let you get to that. And Alice? Yes, Tink? Or yes, Tink? If you ever feel sad like that again, you can always come talk to me, I promise. Thank you, Tink, I will.
Wonderful.
Ah, The Shining. See, I've never seen it. I just know there's a movie with creepy twins. To be fair, I have two very separate vibes, both twins. But yes. Okay, completed. Let me see. I need a house with a mailbox. so I can get my little quest mail. Both creepy? I don't know. Parent Trap isn't that creepy. Dear Tink, you really are a wonderful friend. Thank you for helping me feel confident in being silly, as well as happy or sad. Sincerely, Alice. Ooh! Tink, it is imperative that you go and do something tremendously silly with Alice. I have discovered that the kaleidoscope responds to silliness. When silliness is slighted, the magic activates with terrible results, but if you can engage in wholesome silliness, then the curse upon it will crumble into nothingness. Magically yours, Merlin. Okay. A very merry unbirthday. Oh. I don't have an actual item on me. Okay. Ooh, talk to Alice about something silly. Okay. Let's find her. I know we just left her. The way I meant to be questing with Cheshire... You know what? Actually, we'll get back to that. Let's get to Cheshire Cat. Because if I don't do that now, I'm going to be stuck with only Cheshire Cat quests. And I feel like the back and forth is going to be helpful in terms of putting up with him. You will from now on end letters with magically yours. Magically yours. Thanks for hanging out, Nina. I hope you have a wonderful sleep. Okay. Cheshire Cat, it's all nonsense. Ah, Tink, just who I hope to see. I've considered what you said, and I'd like some help making amends with my fellow villagers. Could you help me plan a little party for them? Yeah, let's do it. I suggest we throw a nonsense party. What's a nonsense party? It's a Wonderland tradition, one I just now made up. Okay, I don't think you know what a tradition is. Well, I certainly know what isn't a Wonderland tradition. Sure. Now, the villagers, they don't trust me for some reason, but you, they do trust you. I wonder why, Cheshire Cat. Fine, I'll help you. Where do we start? Excellent question. I visited the Dreamlight Library. What is Hades doing? I'm so distracted. Buddy. I visited the Dreamlight Library and found these recipes. Take them if you please. I've made a few improvements we can serve to our guests. Okay, I'll go cook these for our nonsense party. I'll bring them to you when I'm done. Thank you. Thank you.
Want to see you soon.
But also,
If you
it
can
might
see
be...
me
Well,
at
I don't know if it
all,
would
that
actually be
is.
easier if you came with me, but just hang out with me anyway. Garlic chocolate tart and tea sandwiches. Not nonsense. Oh, I need to actually read the recipes first. Fair enough. Some curious tea sandwiches. Okay, cute, cute. Wait, was there fish in that? Okay. And garlic chocolate tart. Now, it's giving no thank you. Wheat, corn, cherries, and fish? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Oh, I need to make... If I read the instruction, that would definitely help me. You're a big garlic fan, but that's a no. Yeah, I don't really see a world in which that would work. Maybe someone's done it on like MasterChef or something, made it work, but Hi, Jazz. Hello, hello. Oh, wait, I just thought of this. Okay, I can easily look this up after stream, so don't feel like you have to do work to tell me. But if you know off the top of your head, does anyone know what time the Palia update is? Because it's on the 13th, right? Which is Tuesday. Do we know what time the servers are going to be down for that? Because I kind of want to play it. But I feel like in the past, way in the past, when I would play Palia on update days, the servers would usually be down until part of the way into stream. Okay, here are the recipes you asked me to make. I'm not sure about putting some of these ingredients together. The fish feels a bit... Well, it's not just the fish in the sandwiches. It's also got corn and berries. Although... Actually, rewind that back because I feel like that could potentially work depending on what you were doing. Because like cornbread, like a sweet cornbread with like a berry compote actually would hit the spot. The fish is the outlier for sure. Both of these have strangely unique flavor profiles. Yeah. It'll be down for 26 hours, Michaela. Do we know what time it's coming up? Or do we know what time it's going down? Or do we know both? Downtime starts 8 a.m. Pacific on Monday. Ends at 10 a.m. Pacific on Tuesday. Oh, that's 1 o'clock Eastern time. It might be up for stream. We should play it on Tuesday, or try to anyway. They're Wonderland specialties I've just created. You come from a country where you eat the weirdest things that could be good. I feel like there's a way to make garlic and chocolate work, but I feel like it's too much of a risk. Which brings me to my next nonsense party request. A decoration with some Wonderland Whimsy. Great idea. What idea? Your idea. Which one? I really need to choose my words carefully around you. So would you like me to make a decoration? Yes, I have a list of materials. Put these all together and it will be marvelously whimsical, I promise. It's a very special Cheshire smile balloon arch. Oh boy. Now, you must also add some other random decorations for the party. Why, you can even decorate yourself. Okay, I'll make the Cheshire smile balloon arch, decorate around your tree, and change my clothes for the party. I'll also invite some guests once everything is ready. Be sure to include your 2 culinary creators as well as Daisy. She was most upset about the redecorating. And don't forget, Scar, we ought to have at least 1 more cat in attendance. Okay, what will you do in the meantime? Oh, me? Maybe stroll by the beach or pick a few raspberries. One never knows. Okay. Goodbye. Do a crafting table. We'll just use the one in Screwkiss. You're confused what's going to be down? Oh, a different game than this. Palea. They take down the servers so you can't access the game while they're updating it. Ew, I hate this. Maybe it'll look cute, but for now I hate it. Okay. Place these around Cheshire's tree. Here we go. It does not, in fact, look cute in any way, shape, or form. Oh no. I was trying to be optimistic. Hi, Lady Danbury. How are you? Let me grab some of this stuff. I need space to move the house potentially. The balloon is nightmare inducing. It looked really bad from the icon, but I feel like sometimes things look a little bit better. Oh. Okay. Hi, Kim. How are you? Thought the balloon arch might be cool in a tea party build, possibly. Maybe. Well, here's the thing. If it were slightly less creepy, I feel like there's a world in which it could be interesting. I don't know if we're living in that world. I don't know about that. Okay. Give me yellow teapot, blue teapot. Path. Do I like Palia? I haven't played Palia in months and months. When I was playing it, I did enjoy it. To me, Palia feels more grindy than Dreamlight Valley. We were talking earlier today about like games and the level of grind that goes with them. I feel like Palia has more of a grind to it than Dreamlight Valley does. But I did really enjoy it. I can't promise that you would enjoy it if you like Dreamlight Valley. Palia reminds me a little bit. It's like a cozy MMO, sort of. It feels more like a Stardew or a Coral Island. It has more, I feel like, in common with farming sims than it does with something like Dreamlight Valley. It's kind of like a farming sim mixed with an exploration game, mixed with like, it's like farming sim meets Breath of the Wild exploration meets multiplayer. Is kind of how I would describe it. Do we think that's far off? I feel like that's pretty good. Wear a clashing outfit, something orange, something bold, and any other random piece. Okay. Something orange. Something orange. Oh, flashing is good. Oh wait, any other? Okay. I don't. Not dream snaps. I need one other piece of flashing furniture. Wings or clothing. Oh goodness gracious! You all know what I'm trying to say. For a weird outfit, this is a cute weird outfit. I don't know if that makes sense, but I believe it. Daisy.
Oh, it's you!
Hello, Daisy. How would you like to attend a party? I'd love to. What's the occasion? Cheshire Cat wants to throw one. The Cheshire Cat? But he made a mess of my house. He wants to make amends for that. I suppose that is nice of him, and I never miss a soiree. All right, I'll come to the party.
I just love what you've done with the place.
The Forgotten Lands? Girl, it's empty. More grindy? Yeah. I would say to progress in Palia, there's a bit of a grind for resources and money and stuff, yeah. I don't know. Would we agree that Palia is more grindy than Dreamlight Valley Palia players?
Hello.
I kind of remember it being more time consuming, but it could also be by the time I was playing it, I was kind of caught up with Dreamlight Valley and I was playing Palia to start. But I feel like the resource grind is a little bit more intense in Palia. It's all nonsense. Yeah, especially at the start. I do feel that way. Hi, Remy. I'd like to invite you to a party. Thanks, Tank. What kind of party? A nonsense party. Hi, Decorista. What does that mean exactly? It's a tradition the Cheshire Cat made up. The Cheshire Cat? Isn't he the one who made a mess in my restaurant? He wants to make amends. And we made a few new recipes for the party. I bet the Cheshire Cat would love to know what you think. Sure, I can't say no to experimental cuisine. I'll be there. Okay.
Au revoir.
Tiana and Scar. You finished your Dazzle Beach build? What kind of a build did you do, Anthony? Hey, girl. Hello, Tiana. Would you like to attend the Cheshire Cat's party?
All right.
Really? I didn't know the Cheshire Cat was the hosting type. Only if it's of the nonsense variety. Pardon me? What does that mean? It means when it comes to the Cheshire Cat, expect the unexpected.
Of course.
I see. Well, since he's still new to the village, it'll be nice to give him a warm welcome. That's what I've heard. Since he's still new to the... Wait, what? Girl, what? So you'll come?
Oh.
Of course, it sounds like this party will be the cat's pajamas.
Don't be a stranger.
And Scar. Cheshire always disappears when you try to talk to him. Oh no. Yeah, we were talking about that a little bit earlier. I wish he operated a little bit more like the regular villagers.
Oh, I beg your pardon.
Oh, goody.
May I
It's
help you with
you.
something? Actually, I wanted to invite you to this party I'm throwing with the Cheshire cat. That tragic excuse for a feline. Scar's always all up in my face when we're talking. I don't think so. I don't do whimsy. You sure? Because I feel like whimsy and dramatics are kind of close together, and you got dramatics down to a T. Come on. We need someone with gravitas to attend. You'll bring a little dignity to the party. Oh, goody. No need to be sarcastic. Normally I'd decline, but I've grown bored of counting small creatures you forbid me to hunt. I'll attend your little kitten's party. Okay, cool.
Times the King Mufasa was.
Getting Cheshire in your dream snap was basically impossible. I was just thinking about that this morning because I did my dream snap on Friday, and I had Cheshire's tree there, but I didn't necessarily need or want him in the picture. And I was wondering if he just kind of cooperates when you're in photo mode or if he still disappears all the time. Giving lazy beach holiday. Plenty of towels and umbrellas, the wooden hay looking umbrellas with the table underneath. Drinking kind of areas. Wait, no, that sounds great. I can kind of picture the vibe. I got you. I really like those tables. The ones from the Hawaiian House bundle, right? If it's the ones I'm thinking of. These ones. And these ones. I really like these a lot. Okay, Cheshire. You might be around, but I'm just gonna see if you're at your tree. I don't know if you'll still be there even though we're hanging out. Hopefully. Are they supposed to turn into an arrow? Because they don't do that for me. Okay. She was frozen for a second. I've invited a few villagers to our party. I think this might actually turn out pretty fun.
Oh, yes.
We do have one final thing to do, Ting. This nonsense banquet table needs placing. Anywhere will do. He looks so sinister. I can do that. I'll find the perfect place. Perfect? Oh, perfect is no fun at all. Sorry, I'll place the nonsense banquet table as randomly as I can somewhere near your tree. Better? Perhaps, we shall see.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I was thinking mischievous, but it looked a little bit too dark to be just mischievous. Mischievous feels kind of harmless to me. He looked pretty sinister. What is going on here? Oh, the table's upside down. I was so confused about what I was looking at. Wow. Okay.
Etc.
Girl. Look at the photo. Save. Barbie Lynn, hello, how are you? Cool. What did everyone think of the party? So what did you think of the nonsense party? Well, I'm a bit confused as to why I was invited. The Cheshire Cat wanted to apologize for mixing up your home's furniture, remember? But the decor was all mismatched. It was like my house debacle all over again. I think he just wanted to confuse me more. That's possible. Very, very possible. What? I mean, I know what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of Miss Bernadette Peters in Into the Woods. Ah, it's the whole after the, yeah, bears are sweet. Besides, you ever seen a bear with 40-foot feet? No scorch marks, truly they're linked. Imaginary extinct. Yes, got it. That whole little bit. A giant? Possible. Very possible.
What do you think those villains are really up to?
Granny? Scar? Tiana? Hi, Emily.
There you are.
You're working on the Uncrafting quest. Oh, nice. How do you like the nonsense party, Scar? Not one bit. I had a feeling you'd say that. The Cheshire Cat's antics are pathetic. A feline should show more dignity. Sorry to hear it. I'll be sure to keep that in mind before inviting you to the next party.
Must everyone here be so... now what's the word?
So what?
Nice.
Nice. My goodness. I mean, I don't really know what Scar wants, to be fair. Like, surely everyone not being nice would not be a benefit to you.
Kind of making this up as I go.
Okay, Remy, Rat. There you are.
Hello.
Bonjour. Hello, it's all nonsense. So, what did you think of the nonsense party? The food was definitely interesting, but I totally applaud the creativity that went into the dishes. Oh, well, I'm glad you had a good time. Well, that's not really what he said, though. It's like Gusteau said, anyone can cook. I feel like he kind of to the side says, but not everyone can cook well. Thank you for the sip reminder. Hi, Belly. How are you? Alice, stop sniffing flowers. Oh, what are these three chatting about? I want to know. What a combo. And there Alice goes again. Drinking. All right, I was looking for Miss Tiana. You know what I wish we had? I don't think this is something that will ever change, unfortunately. I wish we had more voice lines for the characters. Like, if the game was fully voice acted, oh my goodness, that would be so expensive for them, because like some of the voice actors that they use are like a big deal. Wait, what? Oh, I didn't mean, what? Oh, there we go. But that would just be so good if it were fully voice acted. I have some mixed feelings about the game Wildflowers, but one of the things about that game that I loved was that it was fully voice acted. Like all of the dialogue lines for just chatting to different characters and everything, like it was fully voice acted. It was really fun. Did you enjoy the nonsense party, Tiana? I'm sorry to say, Tink, but I really didn't. Oh? He's like, hee hee hee. There was no music. The food was, well, and as for Scar, that cat needs to learn some manners. Yeah, those are all good points.
Don't be a stranger.
Cheshire, why would you do that to me? Flynn and Merlin were having a dance-off in your valley? Oh my goodness. Moonstone packs would be double the cost. Actually, yeah.
Surrounded by
They'd be like, cut Dream Snap's earnings in half, double the price of premium shop items. They'd probably add even more monetization because they'd be like, listen, we need to recoup costs. Well, the party was interesting. I'm not sure everyone enjoyed it. Hooray! I'm sure their nonsense parties are quite different than mine after all. It's all nonsense. Wait, what? What? What else would a nonsense party be? Parties are supposed to be fun. That's the whole point. Oh, but I had loads of fun. Do tell me, who was having the most unfun? Oh no, not unfun. That just, oh. the sinking feeling I just felt in my stomach, the way that dragged me back into the deep dark depths of 1984. My goodness. Well, Remy was actually impressed with the creativity of the meals, but I don't think that's what you mean. The villager who had the most unfun was probably Tiana. She had a bad time all around. Splendid, much too sensible if you ask me. I'm glad to hear you're satisfied at least. I suppose this is just who you are, isn't it? Generally speaking, I find being dissatisfied a dreadful bore. I'm a little worried about what you'll do next. I just hope you and the villagers learn to get along. Not to worry, we'll just throw another nonsense party if we need to. I think one nonsense party was plenty. Yeah, listen, homie. It's a no for me. Come hang out, though. Oh, wait, you're still hanging out with me. You have a presentation tomorrow, but you deep cleaned your room instead. Oh, no. You know it's bad when you're procrastinating by cleaning. That, yeah. I have a bit of an avoidant personality, and I love being productive in all the ways except the ways that I need to. Happens all the time. Bye, Decorista. Thanks for hanging out. Okay. What else do we have? Any more? Yes. Wait, I feel like these refreshed pretty quickly. We were just here at like 3:30. I know we looked at the blog post maybe on Friday on the member stream. I don't remember how frequently those were meant to respawn. 15 out of 20 is not bad. Okay. Let me take the Cheshire cat to the Vale again. Get some more snippets. Maybe level up. Cool, a table. Delay the day away. Oh, I forgot I equipped this. I love this little lantern. It's so cute. Okay, Cheshire. Does Mickey always sit down in the water when fishing? I mean, a good amount of the time. He always sits down when he's fishing. Sometimes he does sit in the water. Sometimes he sits in the water and then casts out to land, which is a choice. Maybe not the most effective choice, but it is a choice. Thanks for hanging out, Heather. Cheshire? Cheshire. Oh, there he is. I was like, is he not hanging out with me? Now you sat on your beach chair. They love the build. That is always fun, actually, when you... There he is, gliding up. It's always fun when you do a new build and then you see characters interacting with it. There are some things that just really annoy me. Like, I don't know what it is about this build in particular. This bench here, the characters refuse to sit on it the right way. People will come by and sit here fairly often, but they'll always sit facing this way. And I don't know why. Like, I can't even sit on the bench facing this, like facing the little fence, but they always do. No, I've tried flipping it, Anthony. You would think that would work. I flipped it multiple times. I tried picking up the bench and putting down a new one. No matter what I do, they always sit the wrong way. And at first I thought it was just Tiana, because Tiana would do it all the time. But then I saw that it's just anybody who sits there. I don't know why. It's very strange. Okay, Cheshire does take far too long to come and drop the extras for things. It's too long. All right, you know what? You do your thing. Drop them wherever. I'll use a vacuum to pick it up. I have so much mist. Come to me. On Wednesday, when we play, we might try to finish off Alice and Cheshire's quest. But we might, I don't know. We're so close to finishing the quest. I'm excited to get back to decorating. I need to finish decorating this spot over here. I kind of hate all of it and want to tear it all down. Not all of it, just the center part mostly. And then I'm probably gonna leave the rest of Ever After, like the Teapot Falls and the Beanstalk Marshes, till the end of this update cycle. Ooh, actually that's tricky. Because I wanted to finish it before the next... hopefully we get the free update first, and I can do it towards the end of this update cycle, but before we get Storybook Vale's next drop. But we have 2 areas left in Mythopia, and then the Library of Lore left, and then we're done. Tink, I'm quite pleased with how our nonsense party went. I do hope you had as much unfun as our guests. Okay. You're getting glitches with extra drops from characters. Takes them a while, or you have to push them to where you picked them. I used to have glitches where I would have to push the characters around. Have to like nudge them, but that hasn't happened to me in a long time. But Cheshire is very delayed for me. I don't remember Alice being this delayed though when I was hanging out with her doing the same thing. Yeah, I would say that was an early access glitch, yes. It happened to me a little bit in full release, but that one does harken back to the early days of the game. I love the snippet sounds. Most of them. I don't really love the squeak of the demons, but the little ribbits are kind of cute. Hi, Isabel. I mentioned watching DDV promo vids, so you did, and part 2 is coming this summer. Wait, what? I don't quite understand. See. Demons. I will say, wait, what was, oh, I remember. Okay, wait. Does anyone remember? I'm gonna have to look it up after I grab these snippets, but I'll pose the thing that I'm thinking about in case anyone does remember. I was thinking about cutscenes in this game that foreshadow what's coming in the future. For instance, back when we finished the first, or like the main story arc with the Forgetting in DDV, we got that cutscene that was a teaser for Rift in Time. And then when we finished Rift in Time, we got that cool teaser for Storybook Vale. Do we remember whether we got the storybook veil. Wait, what is my thing? Did we get the last update of Rift in Time before we got the roadmap that showed the lore keeper? Or did we get the roadmap first and then... I think if I had to guess, we got the roadmap first and then we got the last part of the DLC. Because I feel like maybe the teaser showed the lore keeper and we were like, ah, but I can't quite remember. Hi, Leanne. Storybook Veil Part 2 is coming this summer. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so we know 2 more things that we're getting so far for the game. One of them is that we're getting the second drop of Storybook Veil in the summer. And the other thing we know is that we're getting a free update in the summer that has to do with Skull Rock. And it's allegedly giving us Peter Pan. Yeah, they announced those things back in November or October, late October, early November, whenever it was that we got that showcase. Okay, I'm looking this up. I needs to know. News. Updates. What I'm thinking of is the Valley vignette. And then what I'm looking for is patch notes for, let's see, Dapper Delight. The lore keeper was shown in the first teaser and we were all making assumptions as to what it was at the time. Yeah, I'm just, okay, wait. We got Dapper Delight on August 19th. I believe, yes, that was also when we got the expansion pass part. So that was on, wait, no. August 21st was that update. 19th is when the patch notes dropped. But we got the roadmap on August the 6th. Okay, so the roadmap, also for reference, this is not really that important. I'm just looking at it, so I'll show it so you can see it. So we got this early August, and it showed us that we were going to be, oh, interesting. We got this roadmap last year, early August, and it showed us that we were going to be getting Tiana, which we had already known on the other roadmap, the one prior to this, but we hadn't seen her character model yet, so they announced that, and they announced that we were getting the Jafar update, the last update of Rift in Time at that same time, and it showed this, and it showed that we were getting a showcase stream, and this was the first ever teaser that we saw of the Storybook Veil DLC. Isabel, thank you so much for becoming a channel member. I appreciate you. I hope you enjoy the cute little Tink emotes, and also we have a playlist of members streams. They're also scattered through the Dreamlight Valley playlist. But yeah, if you wanted to catch up on some of those, we usually have them every other week. And then the 21st is when we had the update that actually came with that Jafar thing. And it was at the end of this Rift in Time content that we got that cutscene that showed the tapestry of Maleficent and Jafar, and then it like scanned down to the lore keeper, I believe. So yeah, we got our first teaser in the roadmap. The one other thing I wanted to see is when we got the update before that one, patch notes, which would have been the Mulan update, the Lucky Dragon update. That was June 24th. Okay, hear me out. I think we might be getting the same number of updates this year. I don't know why. Last year, there were more updates listed on the first roadmap that we got, like the first half of the year, because it went through. Wait. No, never mind. Ignore me. Huh. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I wonder if we'll get a teaser for... Everything's just shifted like a month or two forward for some reason. They split the roadmap more like half of the year this time around, and they did more like a little bit past half of the year the previous 2 years that we had roadmaps. It's an interesting choice, but it makes me wonder what we're going to get on the next roadmap. I wonder if we will get a new roadmap before this next update, because usually we do get a roadmap that covers the last update on the previous roadmap through the end of the year as well. But I wonder if they'll just wait till after this next update. I don't know. I gotta think about that. You remember thinking the picture of the lore keeper was going to be a furniture item? I didn't think it was going to be a character in the way that it is, but I did think it was going to be like some kind of magic item that was linked to the DLC. I did think it was going to be pretty similar to the way it functions now. I just didn't think it was going to have like a personality and talk to us. But the lore keeper, kind of cool, kind of creepy, very suspicious. Okay, let me save. Let's pop back. The time has come. Actually, you know what? Why don't we just leave it off at this well? We're already here. You don't know how excited you are for Peter Pan or Tinkerbell, whichever it is. I think it's going to be Peter Pan because we see the little feather from the hat. You just want to see Inside Skull Rock. I am less excited about seeing Inside Skull Rock and more excited about the potential for story, I would say. Okay, wait, am I? Anyway, we are going to be wrapping up. The well isn't giving Tink. I know, it's a little out of character for me, but here we are. So I'm going to see if anybody else is playing and we'll go and raid them. Don't forget to like the stream if you haven't already. Honestly, please do. I would appreciate it. You finally choosing to be a good financial person and save to buy the DLCs. Yes, the DLCs are great. I like them. Let's see. I don't see... Actually, Decorista is playing. So let's go see Decorista. Tea Party, Dream Snap, Cheshire Chaos, and more. Please pop by and drop a like for Decorista. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day or night and take care of yourselves. I'll be back tomorrow. I haven't uploaded a schedule yet this week. I don't know if I will. I'll probably be here the same days. I just don't know what I'm going to be playing tomorrow. We'll try to play Paleo on Tuesday if the update cooperates, and we'll be back for Dreamlight Valley on Wednesday. But yeah, I will see you all soon. Goodbye, everybody.